What is up, everybody? Dan and the Fireman here. Starting now until Monday, there's gonna be a 20% off sale for the rescue pack. You get a rescue booklet with it.
Guys, today
check it out. Links in the description. Rescue 20
trying to maintain a safe distance,
is the discount code.
Off guard by the driver in front of him and couldn't
Caught off guard. So nice space cushion. Oh, there's the caught off guard part. So part of planning your ride, and he almost made it too. So part of planning your ride, you guys know what that is. Position for safety. Yeah, let's get angry. Position for safety, locate, and assess and navigate. So part of the P on plan for position for safety is that you are trying to maintain a good space cushion. So that's one thing that you want to have, a good space cushion. You also want to have really good line of sight, okay? So line of sight, that's number 2. So you have really good line of sight. Right now, the back of the vehicle is preventing a lot of our line of sight, but we have a good space cushion. You notice how he was able to brake and barely tippity tap. It means he had a good enough braking distance. But just in case, hey, welcome back, Justin's Motovlog. Just in case you don't have a good space cushion or line of sight, or you're in this situation, the third thing you're looking for in position for safety is an escape path. So what I like to do is I like to put all 3 of them into one action. So instead of being right directly behind the vehicle, what I'm going to do is be positioned off to the side of the vehicle, the sides of the vehicle. Now, I know this is a median right here, so this might be the best spot, but it looks like it's a median that allows you to hop over, or a curb that allows you to hop over. So what I'm saying here is off to the sides, you have great line of sight because you can see past the vehicle. You can see past the vehicle. You have a good space cushion because you're still maintaining this right here, just off to the side. And then also, at the end of the day, if you don't have enough total stopping distance, or you fail to even pay attention to it, you could just lane filter as your escape. So I like to be in that position when it comes to positioning for safety. So let's take a look at this real quick. So brakes. So imagine if he was off to the side just a little bit, he might have been able to escape off onto the curb, or escape off onto the curb on that side. But right here, we're going to have to swerve hard. And braking might not be the best escape path. You might have to modulate it towards the end because you're not going to make it. So there's a quick little tippity tap, no damage to the bumper, maybe a little damage to your bike. So getting a little angry, yes, you can be angry at the other person, but it's our job and our responsibility for our own safety. So we're going to try to do our best. Hopefully he's not injured though. Wear some gear. Wear some gear.
It has to be flashing for her to stop.
I'm just waiting for everybody to clear.
Okay. Let's go move on. Oh, having fun with our buddies. There's our Insta360 on the back for some good shots. There's the low side into the wall. Thankfully, he didn't hit too hard. Like, he didn't hit hard. The bike did, though. So here's the low side, right shoulder, left arm, full gear, and just barely got close to the guardrail himself. Nothing bad happened there. Too bad. Bike wasn't ready for the turn, tire skid. Uh-oh. What do we got here? We hit some gravel. We're going to hit the ground, and there's the impact. Hopefully his knees are doing fine. Remember, if you don't... Ooh, and a Husqvarna. If you don't know what to do in the event of a crash, remember the sale's going on. This booklet is a comic book on how to handle a crash scene. Yourself or a buddy. You can get that by itself, too. Let's see. Moto Squid.
Bike admitted it was entirely his fault.
Okay, good positioning. See how he's in the middle?
Road conditions
Now he's on the outside. Okay, that's fine.
Suitable for such
Changed over because the discoloration in the road. A little wet. A little wet right there. You can see the discoloration. And there's a little slippery slide. So I didn't blur it out. MotoStars blurred it out. So there's the low side because of loss of traction. You saw the road. So like I said, I like middle. But look at the road. So that is going to be a discoloration because of how wet it is.
Suitable for such confident riding.
You can see how wet it is in the middle of the road. It's usually because tires on cars are helping, get rid of it. So the tire marks here. So in the middle, not a lot. So you're going to have some water there. So when it's raining, ride where the tires typically go. They're moving the water away. They're moving the water away. A little low side, a little loss of traction.
Oh, man.
Hopefully he's doing fine. Let's take a look at this next one.
We're good, boys.
Yeah, we're good, boys. All right, Kieran, it's chevrons indicating sharp left turn, right? It's blind also, you can't see much. Possibly the same thing. A little bit wet road. A little bit of a wet road. See it start happening right there on discoloration. Now, sometimes these things just happen, and part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using personal protective equipment. So make sure you're wearing your helmet, gloves, jacket, pants, and boots. You never know. You never know. You never know. Got his little charging cable all wrapped up pretty good right there. Let's go and move on.
Just mirror.
2 idiots in less than a minute. Okay. Nice little turn. Having some fun. There's an idiot. So good job getting yourself out of there. Keep your hands on until you're out of that red stage. So we got another intersection coming up. So we're going to be in orange stage. You don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, this guy did not like what his turn was, so he's going to do an illegal U-turn. Good job recognizing that and not hauling booty. So we see brake lights. We're seeing something uncommon in a common situation. Go ahead and roll off the throttle. Maintain a good space cushion. Allow them to do their thing, and then escape into the open lane. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. If you weren't paying attention, it would have been a big deal, and that's typically where we see people crash, where they're not paying attention, hit that person, they're like, why'd you do that? But if we see it and we pay attention, we're like, what an idiot. Move on. I'd rather be like, what an idiot, move on than crash. So pay attention is the core lesson there. Dan on bikes. Okay, be careful out there. What do we got? We got side of the vehicle poking out. Good swerve, good swerve, good swerve. Hey, good job. Handled it. So side of the vehicle right there. Look at that thing. Side of the vehicle. How can you tell it's the side of the vehicle? Well, you guys seen my drawings from back in the day. But you have little headlights right here off to the side, and then tail lights right here off the side, and it looks like a big old boat right there. So side of the vehicle, what that's going to indicate is that we have our straightaway, and then there's an intersection right here, a little T intersection. Could be a cross intersection, right? But that's going to let you know that there's going to be a possibility of somebody crossing in front of you. So path of travel violation possibility, that's why I go into orange stage when I see intersections, because you never know when they're going to be doing this. You never know. So what he could do is complain, rev bomb, slam the brakes, horn, or use his horn and not move position and then crash right into that person. Or he could do exactly what he's doing right now. Swerve into the next lane. Do a red stage maneuver. And that is part of planning your ride. Position for safety. He's locating this hazardous situation. Assessing if this truck's a relevant threat, because if it just sits there, does nothing, it's not a threat, right? But if it peaks out, now it's an active threat, and we have to navigate that with a swerve, emergency braking, whatever it is in the situation that you need to do it in. So good job switching to the next lane, and moved on. Moved on. Good job.
Taking a closer
Okay, here we go.
that the rider was going too fast. At one
We're
point,
going 50,
the
6.
braking caused the bike to stop.
Sharp left. Yeah, too fast for this turn. Hey, little Mario Kart. It's all sad. So just too fast for that turn. Too fast for that turn. What is he listening to? Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold, right? Yeah, it's a good song. All right, a little too fast for the turn and dumps the bike. Okay, that's a pretty sharp turn. Take a look at it. It's a nice little turn. So just slow it down. Not every turn on the mount is 45, 50. You might have to go down to 20. You might have you might even be able to do 60 on some of these, but you gotta change up your tune. Because imagine falling off of that one right there. That's the one we fell off. All right. Sad music. What do we got here? So he's on the ground. He's doing fine. That beard's in the way. You got a nice beard. If that's the case. Okay. It's a little too sad. We're going to go ahead and finish it up. Miami group ride gone wrong. Uh-oh, coppers. Got the cops. What you gonna do when they come for you?
No.
Oh, he just dumped the bike.
No.
was a gravity attack.
No tags on anybody, huh?
Oh, no.
Registration and driver's license for everyone.
One sec, his beard looks nice. Yeah, a little white beard going on. So no tags anybody. Nobody put their license plate down. All right, moving on. Motorcycle rear ends van. Okay, so not every, hey, remember? Oh, this is why cars lane split, everybody. This is why cars should be able to lane split in every single state. Because cars get ran over and hit by motorcyclists. All right, see, that's the idea that we like to put out there, is that a car will do this. It's the car's fault. No, it's human nature making mistakes. This guy was definitely white stage, completely zoned out, listening to music, and it's a green. Yeah. Why did that van just slam the brakes? You can see the van, right? Look at this. Look at the bumper and the brake lights on the van. So here's brake lights, and then you see the van kind of dive forward. Yeah, shouldn't have stopped on a green, but who knows why? Who knows why? And this is why we plan our ride. We position for safety. We locate. So this guy was right behind the vehicle, not going fast, not really paying attention either. Decent space cushion, but no escapes. We weren't paying attention. Let's bring that back up. We were not locating hazardous situations. We weren't assessing or navigating. We were just out of it. So the goal is to stay zoned in. So if you don't know what we're talking about, let's get that off. There you go. Yellow stage, we're completely zoned in. Orange stage, we are aware that there's going to be hazardous situations. Red stage, we have to do something. But this guy was zoned out. White stage. You don't want to be in white stage. And then when it comes to brown stage, yeah, you tried to do something, panicked, or made the wrong mistake, but it's time to learn. That's a good indication that we need to be learning a little bit more. So right here, not paying attention, stopped, got hit. End of day. So this guy tried to kill me with a welder. Oh, is it going to fall out? See that big old blue thing in the back? So he's accelerating, and there it slides. Oh! That is an expensive mistake. That is a very expensive mistake for that welder. Oh my gosh.
I got video of it if you want it.
Just so I can relive the part where I'm fired from my job or my small business now is a huge credit card bill because I have to buy a new one. Whew. Here we go.
It seems
Dr.
like the
Ego.
right front approach such a
Sharp turn.
the road to
Look at that. Sharp left turn coming up. 25 miles an hour recommended. You can't see the turn right now, but you do know it's going to be a sharp left. So let's go ahead and start planning. Start looking for it. Maybe slow down our speed.
careless
Coming up to this.
a dangerous situation.
Okay, we're going at pretty good speed, but we got to turn. He looks a little new. He's accelerating through. Almost. Once I see that, I'm like, buddy, talking on our Cardos, which there's a sale this weekend, May 4th and 5th, 20% off. Just use the link that's in the description. You'll get it. Be like, hey, that was a little wide. This next one's, it's another sharp right turn. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. This is definitely a new rider right here. That was really close. That was really close. All right, what do we got here? Too autistic for riding. Oh!
Good.
What were all the sound effects here? So we slam the brakes. Looks like we're in a corner, right? You can see the corner. Maybe going a little too fast. A little too fast. And we started going towards the shoulder. That's what the yellow line is. And then we slammed the front brakes. And it actually grabbed traction instead of washing out. And so that flipped him over. So we're talking spinal injuries possibly. Head injuries. And there's the median. So he was going towards the outside a little too fast on a highway. How fast do you have to be going to not be able to navigate a corner on a highway? You're going way fast.
Good.
So hopefully he's alive.
Bro, I'm gonna pinky promise myself, actually.
What?
I'm not gonna.
Pinky promise yourself? What? You can't make it under that. Okay. Yeah, you got cut off. Good job rolling off the throttle at highway speeds, allowing the person in.
That is crazy.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Did you
What was that? What's going on here?
Did you see that?
Woman fails to check blind spot and crashes into my motorcycle. Okay, we're in the blind spot. And there's the crash. Okay, it was an impact. It was an impact. I wouldn't call it a crash. There was a gentle impact. Okay, yeah, exchange your insurance information and whatnot. We don't need to have the argument. Let's move on. Don't need the argument. All right. Souza. All right, here we go. Always happening here. Ooh, people crossing over into lanes. Be very careful. You guys saw that, right? Very, very brief. He's on the line. He's on the line. A little scary. Happy birthday, Dan. My birthday's not till July. So I appreciate it, though, Kona Commuter.
One of the riders
Omar C.
quickly figured out that lane splitting at such a speed is just a gamble.
MT09. Okay. Lane splitting at speed can be dangerous, so be careful. Especially with this merge area. Okay. Oh, geez. I think that was an open lane pattern. What do you guys think? That was an open lane pattern. So it looks like he swerves into him, right? So it looks like now when we get closer, these vehicles, so this white one and then this one, this guy slowed down a lot, this Jag. But they were kind of like close. So let's say this is the white vehicle right here, this one right here. And then the car that hit him was like right here and sees this big open spot right here in front of that vehicle. And just said, screw it, accelerated into it. Swerved and accelerated hard into it. That's what it looks like. So I don't think it was intentional, but sometimes things happen like this. And part of what we're doing right now, sale from today until Monday, I believe the 6th, you get a rescue pack. So we're going to talk a little bit about rescue here because that was a pretty high mechanism. And if we're riding on a motorcycle now as our buddy or just some stranger, it's a good practice to practice your assessment skills. So there he is right there, the guy, off on the right. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, so what he's going to do instead, since I don't think there's going to be, no assessments really. What he's going to do instead is accelerate to get that person's information. I care more about that individual on the ground because that was a pretty high impact. It doesn't look like he's got a jacket on. I can see his bare arms. So what I'm going to do, and what I recommend you guys doing, is pull off on the shoulder. Okay, stay on the shoulder, and the whole point is to remain calm. You get this card too inside the rescue pack, and the whole booklet brings it down even more over a couple pages, comic style. So remain calm. Tell someone to call 911 or call 911. You can talk inside your helmet and talk to dispatch with your Cardo Pack Talk, which there's a sale going on also this weekend, 4th and 5th. Just click the link in the description. But ensure your own safety, and that's the whole point here is ensure our own safety. We do not want to add ourselves to the incident. We don't want to be another patient where now somebody has to rescue not just us, but the person that originally crashed. So we want to stop any major bleeds. Now, there's three ways really to stop any major bleeds when it comes to this kind of stuff before you get to the hospital. One, you can use a tourniquet. So high and tight on the limbs. You can't put it around the neck. If there's a skull bleed or whatever, you don't put it around the neck. Trust me. It doesn't work. I've done it 3 times and almost got in trouble. But we also have some roll gauze, some 4x4s, 5x9s, so you can easily put direct pressure and even pack the wound with some of this roll gauze. We have a cravat here or a triangular bandage that you can use for a sling. You get the rescue card and you get a Mylar blanket because on the back side, these are the symptoms that we'll have when it comes to head injury, spinal cord injury, shocky symptoms, which is usually later. But really the only thing you can do here is stop any external bleeding, lay them down, monitor any changes, see if they get better or worse, and then keep them warm. You want to keep them warm. But right now, 20% off the rescue pack, link in the description. I wish this guy did stop so we can do a full assessment. What I would be looking for after I remain calm, call 911 or told someone to call 911, I would be checking limbs and arms for any bleeding, and then I would definitely ask if you can check underneath for their chest, stomach, back, anything like that. and then stop the bleeds. That's your only real goal. And then constantly evaluate if you're safe because of traffic. Traffic's gonna be the big one.